Maniacs, welcome back to the channel, your local bedhead here. Now, if you guys have been wondering where I've been these past few days on uploading a load of content, well, to be frankly blunt with you guys, I've actually been working on some Patreon and membership stuff, and not only that, but I've also been kind of working on the house. I've been working and doing a lot of backyard work. A while back, a tree fell, and we've been sawing it up and everything like that, and I've actually, surprisingly enough, been kind of breaking out in a sense because I'm allergic to a lot of the plants and things like that. So it's been a bit of a pain in the ass for me. And it's also triggered my allergies a lot. And when I'm really messed up on allergies, I don't like to film. It's one of those things to where it just becomes a bother. I keep sneezing on camera. My eyes keep getting irritated. My skin burns because of the touching of the plants. And I've been wearing gloves, yes, but unfortunately the gloves I've been wearing have kind of helped break me out a little bit. So I think it's the material. Yeah, it sucks having allergies, but anyways, we're going to be diving in more AmysCrypt. Really enjoyed the last video I did on her. I think she's fantastic, and this is a different kind of video. This is Real Pet Cemetery, Animal Ghost Stories from Around the World. This is one of her older videos, and I want to watch more of her older stuff before, again, I get into the newest of investigations. So hopefully you guys can bear with me while I go down this journey. Yeah, I really enjoy this content, so if you want to see more content like this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, get this video up to 100 likes, and I'll continue to react to AmysCrypt. You guys did it with the last video, you got it over 100, and we're going to continue to do it as long as you guys want to see it, so make sure you hit that like button, go support the original video, link in the description, and let's go ahead and dive into Real Pet Cemetery, Animal Ghost Stories from Around the World. Clips from Pet Cemetery, smart. Nice, nice.
Hi guys, thank you for tuning into AmysCrypt. In anticipation of the new horror movie remake Pet Cemetery coming out very soon, I have brought you all to a real life pet cemetery. Here I'm going to share with you 5 places from around the world that I've actually visited which are haunted by animal ghosts.
I gotta say, I've noticed this with Amy so far. She's pretty vocal and shows a lot of her horror movie love, which I appreciate as a horror movie fanatic. I don't know if you can tell by looking at my background, but I'm a horror movie fanatic. That is something I like about Amy, is that she definitely has a passion for horror films. I did not expect this to actually tie into Stephen King's Pet Sematary. The newest one, I'm sure this came out before the newest one came out. The newest movie for me was a very much underwhelming version of what was already, in my personal opinion, probably, well, I consider it to be a masterpiece among masterpieces. I know a lot of people, for some reason, you either love it or you hate it with Pet Sematary. A lot of people hate it for actually the right reasons, because it creeps them out. But a lot of people love it for those right reasons too, because it creeps them out. And Pet Sematary is one of those movies that when you get done watching it, you feel icky. You feel like you need to take a shower. And that is just something I don't feel with the new movie. The new one kind of feels like a generic horror film. The trailer spoiled the biggest twist of that remake, and I blame that for why the movie did not have as much of an impact as it probably would have if they had kept their mouths shut about the twist. But of course, they don't do that. They show everything in the trailer. Having said that, there are a lot of things that were phenomenal about the remake of Pet Sematary. John Lithgow as Judd, a pretty good replacement for which I believe is the perfect Judd, which is Fred Gwynne's performance in the original Pet Sematary. But John Lithgow was awesome. And then their version of Church, I actually thought was really well done. As a matter of fact, I think the Church in the new one might be more memorable than the original Church. The reason why I say that is because the remake of Church, rest in peace, little guy. He passed away, unfortunately. Or at least one of the cast did. I think they had 2. The best part about that Church was that he felt smart. He felt like a conniving villain. He knew how to plot and plan things and get people put in horrible situations. That's probably why I like the remake Church version more. But I still love the original one. I mean, the overall movie of the original, I want to say 89 is kind of where I want to say. I'm going to stick with 89. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on it, but I feel like it's 1989 is by far better.
With number 1, of course, being a real life haunted pet cemetery, so make sure to watch to the very end.
Let's get
Guys,
into
this
it.
is actually a very special video for me because I am using it to raise funds for the Humane Society International. They do a lot of work with animals from all around the world and are working towards ending animal cruelty. All ad revenue from this video is being donated back to the cause. So just by watching this video, you guys are helping. But if you want to put a little bit extra money towards the Humane Society International, I've got a GoFundMe link down below. But I'll discuss this a little bit later in the video. Without further ado, let's get to our first haunted destination.
Hell yeah. The Stanley Hotel, very much a Stephen King-esque
Our
place
first
too.
haunted destination is actually the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. And this is one of the most famous paranormal places in the whole world. Many people could actually consider it to be the most haunted hotel in the world. One of the reasons why it is so famous, it is actually the place that inspired Stephen King to write his famous horror novel, The Shining, which is pretty cool because Stephen King also wrote Pet Sematary.
Yep.
The Pet Cemetery.
Although this hotel has a lot of well-known and famous ghost stories and resident ghosts, it also has one that is of the animal kind. Just below the hotel is a former mining tunnel system. Here resides a grey, ghostly cat. Many people have spotted this cat's apparition and cited its glowing green eyes in the darkness of that tunnel.
It's just my cat, Church. He goes there from time to time.
Our next haunted destination is the old abandoned Los Angeles Zoo. This place resides within Griffith Park as part of an old hiking trail, and many of the cages and structures from that zoo still remain in ruins there today. After rumors of animal cruelty, poor living conditions, and dwindling admissions plagued that zoo, it was closed down and the animals were relocated. Though many people believe that their souls may still remain trapped within the zoo to this day.
You know, I know there's a lot of people in the world right now who just cannot stand the concept of zoos and putting animals behind like cages and whatnot. In a sense, I like going to the zoo occasionally. There is a part of me though that I won't lie to you, when I always see an animal behind these bars or behind like a glass, I do genuinely feel bad. I do genuinely breaks my heart occasionally seeing that. I mean, it sucks that we live in a world where we can't even trust people because all people care about is a trophy kill. And that is unfortunate because there are animals that are actually going extinct right now. And people who are out there for the fun of it and the game of it are kind of making it difficult to want to release a lot of these beautiful creatures into wildlife. It's sad, man. It's so sad that we can't trust people. A local individual actually had a ranch and they had a couple horses, and for no reason whatsoever, somebody shot one of the horses and killed it. So they walked out and they saw their horse, they took a picture of it and posted it all over social media. I remember that. And they were looking for the person who did it. For no reason whatsoever, just decided to shoot it just because they felt like shooting it. Stand for it.
People visiting the zoo have claimed to see animals' apparitions, as well as hearing squeals, cries, roars, and growls within the old zoo ruins. I do just want to give a quick shout out and thank you to my friend Michael Scott, who runs a paranormal YouTube channel as well and provided me with a lot of the footage you just saw of the old LA Zoo. He also runs a great channel and I suggest that you'll go check him out. I'm going to link his channel below.
Okay. The Ancient Ram Inn. Oh yeah.
Our next location is one of the most notoriously haunted places in the UK. This one is the Ancient Ram Inn, and it is best known for its hauntings of demonic presences, many ghosts, laying on top of ley lines, a pagan burial ground, and a portal. This place is really intense and crazy and has a lot of stories associated with it. What a lot of people don't know is that there is actually an animal ghost there also. In the appropriately named Witch's Room, where many people believe that the spirit of a woman burnt alive at the stake for witchcraft resides, there is also a cat thought to be her pet during life. People claim to have seen apparitions of this cat, as well as hearing its meows from all corners of this small bedroom. On to our next location, which is the Dublin Hellfire Club. This place sits proudly on top of Montpelier Hill and overlooks the whole city of Dublin. It's a very notorious place, thought to be haunted by many spirits, sitting on top of an ancient burial ground, and is even rumoured to have been visited by the devil himself. It doesn't fall short in the animal haunting category either. Apparently, there was a large black cat-like demonic entity that used to prowl this area, even thought to have attacked a priest at one stage. A lot of people say
Jeez.
that cat is not there anymore, as it was thought to be exorcised by being showered in holy water. However, that doesn't stop many would-be ghost hunters checking out the Dublin Hellfire Club in the hopes of interacting with
course
this
they would,
strange
though.
cat.
Yeah, of course they would. And I feel like the Haunted Ram Inn, next to the Stanley, of course, is very, very popular. Everybody, I kind of feel like, has heard of the Haunted Ram Inn. Sam and Colby went there recently. Ghost Adventures have been there. Pretty sure Zach Bagans got his ass touched there, if I'm not mistaken, or at least he claims it was. And then, of course, the owner himself, said that there was a succubus moving on to him. Yeah, I've heard a lot of really crazy things about that, and recently, Beardo Gets Scared actually did a debunk on some of the accusations of the children talking, which was pretty neat to see. You know, we gotta aim for that stuff too. We got to, for every one of these locations has to be debunked in some sort of way, if possible. Not every place is gonna probably be debunked, but if possible, we aim for that to kind of slim down what is paranormal and really be able to point that stuff out more, because not everything that happens at these locations is paranormal. That's a fact. It's just not. But some things might. And it's our job to try to figure those out.
On to our next haunted location, which is actually another cemetery. Though this one isn't a pet cemetery, it actually contains the ghost of a pet. Greyfriars Kirkland is a beautiful cemetery in Edinburgh, Scotland, and it is thought to be haunted by a small dog. Legend has it that after this dog's owner died and was interred at the cemetery, the dog refused to leave his side and stayed beside his grave until his own death. Now known as Greyfriars Bobby, this small dog is buried within the same cemetery as his owner and still thought to haunt the area. Many people have claimed to see Bobby's apparition within the graveyard, and he's still thought to chase sticks in the afterlife.
No kidding. That's kind of sweet. I like that. And it's actually a very well-known fact that some animals, specifically dogs, genuinely have a sense about when their owners pass away, and they refuse to leave their grave sites. I've seen it on videos, and it's pretty depressing stuff. It really is heartbreaking that a dog just knows. There was a video I saw where the dog was laying on his owner's grave, and it was just sitting there. It was crying. This dog was just heartbroken, and it broke my heart to see it. I'm not going to show the video. Obviously, I'm not going to add the clip in. Trust me, it is absolutely, if you want to watch a tearjerker, it's a tearjerker.
Okay guys, now on to our last haunted destination, which is in fact a haunted pet cemetery. I just want to remind you guys that this video is to raise money for the Humane Society International. So just by watching this video, you are helping, because I am donating all of my ad revenue back to the charity. You can also share it so it gets a little bit more views, goes a little bit further. But if you do want to add in a little bit extra towards this cause, I'm putting a GoFundMe link down below, so feel free to check that out. But now on to the Presidio Pet Cemetery in San Francisco.
That's oddly adorable,
Presidio
creepy.
Pet Cemetery lies in San Francisco and is a very small, almost forgotten place. It served as a graveyard for the dead pets of the military families that lived in that area, and the graveyard is thought to have started its life off as a burial place for military horses and dogs. Though it's rarely visited to this day, many people claim that it is actually one of the most haunted places in San Francisco. A lot of people say that there are the ghosts of dead pets still guarding their territory and waiting for their families to return to them. Sadly, the cemetery today is gated off and no one is allowed access in.
That's a big tombstone for a dog. Tiki.
There anymore. It's also overshadowed by a great
Tucker, goodbye, little friend. We will always miss you. Captain and Mrs. Featherston. So more than just one animal are buried there. I'm assuming a cat and a couple of birds, it looks like.
A number of escalated freeways that run overhead of it.
Beloved pet of Simone, Nate Haircon, Kitty Shepherd. I see Shepherd down there. Nope. It's hard to read. It's
and I'm not sure of what
really
the future
old.
for the cemetery is. I do hope that this
Oh,
place
beloved
remains as a little bit of San Francisco history, though, because it's actually very sweet and heart-touching to visit. A lot of people put their pets to rest in this place, and it is a nice memorial to those. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this compilation, but before I go, I just wanted to explain why I'm making this video. I'm making this one in the hopes of supporting the Humane Society International. For those of you who don't actually know me, I'm a paranormal investigator who travels the whole world investigating locations and just exploring the creepiest places out there. During my travels in the past year, I have made friends with and interacted with a lot of the sweetest animals, and not all of them are living in the best of conditions. Now I know in the moment I can't actually help these animals, but I do hope that this video can do a little bit of good and send a little bit of money towards a cause that will really help them out. So I thought what would be cool was to leave you all with a compilation of my animal friends I've met at the spookiest haunted places all around the world.
Okay. Bones.
This one's back.
Rusty and Frowny.
Oh, hello.
Aw, he's got a wolf. Cute face. That's adorable.
Oh, watch out, Jared. He won't like that.
Hey,
Whoa.
down boy.
So I'm curious if the dogs are going to follow.
I don't know.
Shaggy from Dracula's Castle.
Can get down there. Even easier than Jared. He's taking a yeah, that's great.
Nosferatu, that's adorable. I love that.
Hello. You're so naughty.
Stubby. Leap Castle. Oh, no kidding.
Puppies. Oh, they're so adorable. Hello. Hello there. What are you guys doing out here? Hello.
Aw, that's gonna make me cry, dude. That dog was adorable. That is so cute. I came here to get spooked, not cry.
Naughty. Naughty. I kinda hope the prickles in his fur are not dingleberries.
Oh, charming.
Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. It's a wild pig. And
Is that a boar?
Safe ones. They
No.
look friendly.
No, it's not a boar. I was gonna say, if that was a straight up boar, that is gutsy for you to walk up to it like that. Kitty! Emerald, huh? Bye. Mr. Bananas. Has to be a name you just made up. Mr. Bananas. The Sleep Squad. Aw, dude.
If this thing attacks me, at least that will make good footage, right?
Yeah, that thing looks like it would F you up.
Made a new friend.
Dog's so cute.
Darling. Oh, there's a dog in the haunted monastery. Oh, but he's crying.
That makes me
He's
so sad.
big. What are you doing in there?
Oh, he's sad.
Oh, what's up? What's up, buddy? Oh, he's so cute. Thank you guys so much for
That always sucks, man, when you see a dog whining, like on the other side of a fence, like really wanting attention, and like it acts like it really doesn't like where it's at, and you have no choice but to just leave it because there's really nothing you can do. That always breaks my heart. Always. Oh God.
watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments below. Do you believe that animals have an afterlife, or do you have any animal ghost stories of your own? please share them with me. I'd also want to know if you guys are looking forward to the new Pet Sematary movie, or maybe by the time that you watch this video you've already seen it and you can let me know how it went. I myself am a big horror fan and I'm really looking forward to it. But if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. The more views that this video gets, the more money that I can donate back to the Humane Society International. If you want to do a bit more reading on any of these locations, head to AmysCrypt.com. You can also find me at AmysCrypt on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember guys, until next time, stay spooky.
Okay, I like it. It was a good video. It had a good purpose behind it. Really dug it. It is older, so I'm not sure if that GoFundMe is still going, but if it is, you know, hell, go check it out for sure. Go support it. I mean, go support any animal cruelty fundraisers that you guys can, charities and that you can donate to. Absolutely, yeah, go for it. You know, these aren't necessarily animal ghost stories, but I've had situations to where I think I would see a cat walk by me and I'd look and there's nothing there. You know, I've had situations like that, but those aren't really ghost stories. That could be just my mind playing tricks on me too, because I'm used to seeing a cat walk by me a lot. So it probably is not even paranormal. It's probably not really nothing. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you want me to continue, hit the like button. I'll certainly see you in the next one. And guys, please do take care.
JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after all these paranormal clowns. He's watching, not letting get away. On his way, JCARTSARTS, tearing the fakers apart. He with his heart, no one dare tell him catch me out, because JCARTS has your life. JCARTSARTS has your life. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me. If you caught a chance, JCARTSARTS is through. You won't be men dead.